Hello, I'm Andy. My father is Harold Trill. Today's quite a special day. All the years that I've known my father, he's always had a camera in his hand. He's always filmed family occasions, birthdays, holidays, and of course, as many of you are aware, he's also filmed a lot of the village over many, many years, capturing the history, both in terms of the events and the occasions, but also behind the scenes as well, how a village comes together. Today is the 12th of May, 2018, and my sister Sharon and myself and the family thought it'd be nice to capture the last History Society walkabout, something my father has been doing for 35 years. We hope you enjoy it.
I'm Harold Trill.
Couldn't have been cued better.
We're on time. Good welcome to the church temple. I'm Harold Trill. I'm one of the guides of the local History Society and just waiting for a group of some 16 people from another history group who've booked a walkabout. And just starting the church with a half-hour talk given to them by the church, and then I and my colleagues will take them around the village for an hour's walkabout and let them know some of the history of the village.
Harold's being videoed.
Thank you. Good. Well, welcome to Charing. Charing is usually bright and sunny and warm and cosy, so I don't know what you've done with the dampness with you. I should also say that one of your guides today, it's his last guiding trip, probably, unless we can twist his arm a little bit longer. He's been doing it, what, 30 years?
About 35 years.
35 years. 35 years. So, when I look as if I'm making something up, Harold is the man you go over to afterwards quietly and to say, excuse me, but did you get that wrong? But on behalf of the society, Harold, it's great, thank you very much for all that you have done and continue to do. Harold is one of those people who meets strangers in the street around the village and manages to sell about half a dozen History Society books to go all over the world. So it's very useful to have. I'm also the church warden here, so apart from the History Society, well, working on behalf of the church. It's always nice to have people coming to the church. There will be an opportunity for those of you who would like to go up to the top of the church tower. It is at your own risk. It is 119 steps once you go through that door there. At least that's what it was the last time. And every time I go up, I think somebody's put another one or two. So probably in the 120s by now. When we go up, we do stop off at various stages for you to catch your breath. I would be able to get up there without any problem in one go, of course. So that you can actually see the ringing room and the clock room, and then we look at the bells, and then we go right up on the top. And on a clear day, might be happy today, you can see as far as Dungeness Power Station and Fairlight Church on the Fairlight Prime Hastings. Any questions, awkward or otherwise, direct towards Harold, or to Jill, or to Valerie, who are going to be your guides as we wander around later. We will have about 20 minutes, half an hour or so in here, talking about the village, primarily about the church. Then you'll have a chance to have a wander around just to look at some of the things I remember to tell you about, and for me to catch you up and say, sorry, I was talking about this as well. And then we will take whoever wants to go up to the church tower, and those who don't want to go will go with Jill.
And 49, one of the films foot, 154th foot, which became the Welsh Regiment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. And there's a plaque in the hall, on the wall there.
Well, the name comes up.
Just before you walk on, there's the original marketplace. And one of the archbishops in going back to 1285, wanted to know what rents there were, what money was coming from. And there was a list of 16 people who rented sites here. And because they'd always had a market for many years, they didn't need a charter from the king to run a market. And we have one, and I think the lovely name was Eleanor the Alewife. She paid 1 penny for a site, and that which was William, the stonemason site before that. And then there was Walter, the shoemaker. He paid 6 pence for a site. For this year, the laundress. So she must have had a good business for 6 pence in 1295. So we have those records. We also have records along the back here. There were little lock-up shops in the 1400s where people did the business. So it was quite a thriving area. And of course the marketplace would go right back to the edge of the main palace before this was built and the road had to be changed. Right, we go down and turn right.
So it wasn't just Buckley that they made and filmed it.
No, they filmed in several places. They also filmed in the King's Head pub.
Oh, did they?
At the top house. And that is a typical Georgian working house that was built in 1700s. And the parents said to old grandmother for the family, and she said she always remembers her granddad making a bicycle, handmade, and cycling with it all the way to Dover to deliver it to the customer. It's 1718, and it's a very good example of Georgian work. Edward was a builder who came from Lenham, and if you look over the window, there's fine brickwork over the windows, and the quality of the brickwork of that house is better than a lot of other Georgian properties, so it's a very well made one. But you'll see that you've got steps going up into it. You've got steps going up into that house there. You've got steps going up here. And do you know what that is? Water? There's an underground stream. Yes, there's an underground stream runs through here. And actually, when we've had very heavy rain, 1 or 2 of the houses down there have had pumps running, pumping out because it holds up. Why hasn't this got steps going up to it? Well, it did have, but this dates from way back. It was a medieval building, a wooden structure. It was restructured or sort of brought up to date in the 1800s and again in the 1900s. And in the 1900s, of course, that made the cellars underneath got enough rooms that it had to dig gangways for you to walk around the cellars. And you see the lovely brackets for the lamps. Charing was one of the first villages to be lit by gas, had its own little gas work. So, but you think that the house up on the right was a pub, that was a pub. We've got the Swan pub, we've got the another 2 down, 3 down there. There was the main coaching route, all the coaches coming through. Now we haven't got one.
Does the people actually live in there now?
Oh yes, this has been turned into apartments, a very nice apartment. That's the building I was going, that's still one whole building, that's into the main house. The house all through, purchased cushions. On the right hand side, that building there is probably one of the oldest buildings in Charing. Dated in the early 15th century. Don't go away, what's the tell you? But it is part of a 5-bay. He didn't have much control of it, so all of them were all children in it. And they had a proper teacher. So Harry said that a lot of children used to not come to school because they're still working in the fields, working for people. The children up to 1896 they paid tuppence a week to go to school, and of course some of them couldn't afford it. But Harry used to work for the rope makers' cottages up there, used to make the ropes for the wells and horse and things. And he worked there 2.5 days a week, and he left school at 10 and worked full time. And I made a film for the school in the Millennium, and I checked on the school leaving age. In 1896, the school leaving age went up from 10 to 12. As in 1896, at 10 years of age they could leave school. And it wasn't until 1918 that it went up to 14 years of age. But there's a gap down there. There was a little house in the front, so we think it might have been the master's house for the courthouse. You can see the chimney. Margaret, she married into a powerful family, Lord Bergevany, and to celebrate that, they only should have had permission. They built all that porch on the front and either side, had it all built on to celebrate.
Very grand, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look very straight, does it? Nothing was, though, were they? Couldn't do.
In actual fact, there's another wing on the other side, and that was where you see the family crest of the Brent family. But the Brents married into the Dearings of Buckley, and over the years the house came back to Brent Dearing, and he had to, in his father's will, had to provide 12 sisters. He had 15 brothers and sisters, and so that actually bankrupted the family. His widow was left penniless, but because he came from a good family, the parish gave her firewood, accommodation, and shoes for the children, etc. And called her Mistress Dearing until she died. So they looked after her. Then in the 1700s, a Gabriel Pierce bought the house. It had quite a checkered history. Once time, Gabriel Pierce bought the house in 1754, so that way onwards, it was also known as Pierce House. But because it's the only house in the Christchurch set back off the road, it just showed, you know, that we've got money and we've got the space, etc. Number 44 was the local grocer's the grocer's shop. It changed. A lot of things changed over the years. And
All the windows need doing,
and they found it
the
was
tile,
white,
and it's scraping
and
off.
when they cleaned the paint off, when they cleaned the paint off the diasbeam in the building there,
Sorry.
it was that as God hath but his earthly food, our bodies to preserve, so heavenly food he hath in store for him if him we serve. 1616. So that was then there's number 30 and number 32. Number 32 is probably the older one, number 30. And again, they have a cross face, the front door, the back door, and a hearth in the middle. Then chimneys were put in. Number 32 wanted to take away the old Victorian fireplace they had in those days, but that was taken out. And behind it, they found a beautiful Georgian fireplace, which was preserved. They removed that, then they got back to the original ingle lock, And in the chimney of the inlet they found a nail tucked in with paper wrapped round it. And it's the only one found in Kent, but they reckon it was a charm, probably dipped in holy water and blessed. But it was handmade string wrapped round it. There we go. That was the nail, and it dates from the 1700s. And the paper was wrapped round it and tied with a string. Beautiful thing. They sent it away and they couldn't quite unravel it, but they said there was some red writing on it, probably bless this house, and witches didn't write red. I've actually held that nail in my hand, 1992, that's when it was found. But it was put into a nice case with these three things separate with the glass sealed, and then Janet was going to buy the house, and the lady who sold it took the charm with her, and the charm to leave the house. So again, this is not on here, but what happened was I saw Janet one day and said, "Are you all right?" She said, "The cat's happy."